So from the ADHD perspective, the first perspective, does it make sense?
Yes. Okay. Yeah. Definitely seeing the hyperactive, but also a lot of the inattentive sides there. Yep.
It's an interesting mix, but yes. Okay. So then the next complete constellation of variables that I see is autism. All of the data points that need to be there are there. And I think about this stuff the same way I do about, like, let's say you go outside and you look at the sky. Somebody looks up and they see 3/4 of the Big Dipper. That is not the Big Dipper. It is only the Big Dipper if you are 100% sure and you can see all of the data points. It's the same with this. All of the data points are there. And thankfully, which is probably not the right way to say it, there's more than enough data points that can very distinctly differentiate out what the third part is, which is the PTSD. All of these things together is what neurodiversity can look like if you strip away the expectation that we're all pediatric white boys flapping our hands in the corner.
Right. Yes, which has been my biggest frustration, even with a few people telling them, well, but no, you don't look autistic. You don't seem autistic. And it's like, have you read anything? Have you read a case study? Have you studied how it presents in women and girls? And I can assure you, I went down this rabbit hole and have found so many things that have made me feel seen. So it's just, it's scary to think about how misunderstood this is and will continue to be likely for a long time.
That is one more person that not only knows, but that hopefully is on the path to owning this shit.
Yeah.
And being, when you're ready, able to talk about it. Mm-hmm. That's one more person that can change the world with this. Mm-hmm. It very much is that butterfly effect. But also, so that the 2 times out of 10 you do struggle, you can give yourself permission to struggle with exactly what the fuck a neurodiverse person is supposed to struggle with.
Yeah.
We are supposed to have overloads. It is an impossibility that I will never have an overload again because I am biologically wired this way. So find the words that feel right to describe how your neurodiversity impacts you, separate from everybody else. You have an extra fun level to differentiate because you are in mental health. And all of a sudden, I'm supposed to be the therapist. I'm supposed to be the expert that understands everything and doesn't have the problems and helps other people get through theirs. Right. Now I'm the one that has this stuff and your brain's going to realize it's a part of what makes you a good therapist.
What I've been going back and forth about is just feeling this calling to want to be seen in this light and normalize that I get to be autistic and I get to be successful and everything else, and helping other people feel seen, and also terrified of what might that do to my career or my life, of the unsafe people knowing that about me, and the conundrum mindfuck of that.
Fear and a valid question. My recommendation would be to focus on you, because if, just like with parents, with therapists, if you don't take care of yourself, you can't take care of your kids. Mm-hmm. So you got to put you first for a while. You got to let yourself process. You got to let yourself feel all the feels. And then you got to figure out how it impacts you in every aspect of your life so that you can differentiate it for other people. So that end goal is absolutely attainable. Okay. But remember, your brain is going to be prone to knee-jerk reactions with some of that impulsivity. So just remind yourself that this opportunity does not disappear if you do not do it immediately. Okay. Your well-being has to come first.
Right. Okay. Thank you.
How's your brain? Did I break it?
No, I think it feels better, because it's like I said, when we talked on the phone, it's like, I'm pretty sure I know this about me, but then I'm gaslighting myself that I need someone to just just fucking tell me and let me know I'm not crazy if I'm feeling, because if you would have said for any reason I'm not, I'd be like, well, who the fuck am I then? Because I've never identified more. Like, it feels very relieving and just safe, and like feels like it gives me permission for like how I show up.
Yeah.
That it's like, okay.
You show up as a good person. You show up as somebody who cares, who wants to do good in the world, who looks at people and gives them the benefit of the doubt. You know, those are all things that need to be valued.
Yeah.
And the one thing I always remind people, this does not negate who you knew yourself to be. What this is it's a new pair of glasses.